Hello. Just had a wonderful exchange with a Christian. I say wonderful, I mean it was wonderful. I got to display my wit in it, got to show off a bit. But what I really wanted, what I wanted from this Christian I was talking to, or who responded to one of my posts on Facebook, I wanted him to fight his side of the argument. I wanted him to deal with the content of what was being said. He expressed a criticism, of something I posted about how missionaries are going over to these countries, were taking away all their resources and stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't immediately the missionaries themselves that were doing this, but they were preparing the ground, so to speak, by indoctrinating the natives of a certain area into a certain way of thought, which makes them pliant and easily viable rape targets, in a sense. You know, there's this book by Weber called The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, and he talks about how a lot of the ethics within Christianity, like, say, this work for work's sake, the productivity value, how you should be humble and meek and all that kind of stuff, and lowly and accept command from above. It's like the mental conditioning that's necessary for slaves to be slaves. For us to accept our place in society, to say, oh, Mr. Fat Cat there, he's got the big old manor, and yeah, he made it from the profits that he made off my back, but that's okay, because work for work's sake, I got heaven waiting for me. And these missionaries, they go over to these countries and these places to try and infect them with that same disease. And it is a disease. Nietzsche was right. It's a slave mentality. The way out of it is to get beyond slave-master relationships and just have exchanges between equals for no reason, just to talk. And that's what I was trying to get my friend. I call him my friend. I don't think he thinks of himself as my friend. I don't know. But I was trying to get him to beef up his argument. That's what I wanted. I mean, I don't mind if I'm wrong, if you can show me that I'm wrong. And even if you can't show me that I'm wrong, I don't mind hearing new arguments against what I see. I like that. It gives me stuff to talk about, and that's where I get it from. Poor Christians. I've noticed it from them most of all. You start expressing something contrary to what they believe in, and the beast comes out. 666, mate. It's there in the church. Poor Christians, though. He's stuck in the authority loop. So he comes on and he responds to like how the OP was just out of order, so to speak, that these people are well-intentioned and that. And yeah, sure enough, they are well-intentioned. Most of these missionaries going over there are thick as shit, mate. They ain't got a clue what they're doing. They think they're bringing the gospel over. But, I mean, even the gospel, according to what they say it is, if you hear the good news, if you hear the gospel, that in their eyes is basically, if you don't believe Jesus died on the cross and rose again in 3 days, after hearing it, you're going to hell, right? So if they didn't tell these natives about the gospel, the natives wouldn't be in trouble, would they? But you set them up for a fall. But so even if you follow their logic through, they're not doing a nice thing. But they're stupid. They can't do that. They want to be, I'm a good boy. I'm helping out the world. So they got to ignore what they're actually doing. They can't think about it. But the indoctrination again, let me just make some ripe for exploitation by Western imperialist, corporate forces now. Ugh. Yeah. All I wanted, mate, was for you to actually represent the side you were supposed to be representing. Ugh! I'm not bloody coming on and attacking my authority. I'll do that well enough myself. I don't have any authority, mate. I don't. None at all. And neither do you. It's an illusion. An illusion. This authority thing. What you do is you just take what I say, yeah, and you compare it to what I'm talking about. That's what's got the authority. That's all you do. You don't have to say, oh, Chris, right? You're a big fish in a small pond, and that's why you're deluded. Oh, Chris, right? You keep changing your mind about what you think is true. Yeah, fucking right I do, mate, because I actually want the truth. What do you think that's going to look like? Are you going to be a little baby, right, born into a Christian household, and the first thing you fucking hear, that's the truth? Come on! Oh, mate. You know who you are. I'll tag you in it on Facebook, mate. But yeah, I love you, John. Please, mate, please up your game. Come on, you're good at the game. Stop being a dirty player. Oh, I said your name. Sorry, John. Sorry.